Hey, so this is Mr. Davis, and if you look at the left side of my Gravit screen, you can see that I have the symbols for the sun, a sailboat, and just a rectangle for the water. Because I want to demonstrate how, first of all, having symbols allows you to draw on a clear canvas, which makes it easier to avoid mistakes by clicking on the wrong object. And the other thing is, I want it clear so that I can teach you right now how to draw lettering, insert text on a path, okay, which is a cool skill. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. First one is I'm going to draw just a ellipse like this. And you can see now that going to the right side, there is a white fill and no border. So I'm going to get rid of the fill by clicking on the color picker and going into the neutral part of the screen outside the canvas. You can see all we're left with is the bounding box and the path. So we want to get the text on this blue line, curved line. So I'm going to go up to the text tool, click on it, and come down and hover over that blue line. You can see now that it turned into a red line. And there we go. So I'm just going to type, okay, a day at the beach. Okay, so we could be doing this for a promotional poster, for like a beach activity, okay? Or we could be doing a children's book cover. So I'm going to highlight this, okay, so that it's selected. And I'm going to go up here where it says Open Sans. I'm going to change it to something called Original Surfer right here. And this is a great text font for something like this. Now, we're going to make this bigger, okay? But it's not going to be centered the way I want it to. So let's go to 48. See how that looks? That looks pretty good, but it's still a little too low over here. Well, suppose we wanted to get it perfect, or maybe you want to leave it like that. But let's learn how to move this. Okay, here's the red dot that allows me to slide this up and back, but it won't work with the pointer tool. So we want to go up here first and go to the sub-select tool. So now you can see I can grab that. I can move this back and forth, okay, on the arc. So what I'm going to do now is go back, go to the pointer tool, and that will allow me to move this where I want. So now we have the text. We can bring our sun back. Let's put it up in the corner so it's not in the way. Let's make this look like it belongs right next to it. Let's bring our water in. See, now we don't have to redraw everything. Let's bring our boat in. Okay, and now when you're dealing with symbols, the nice thing is you can bring in more than one. Can make it look like we got a little sailboat race going here. And this guy's in the background. He's losing. Okay. Make this one really small. Now, when you're doing something like this, of course, made that a little distorted. The whole shift. Remember, you want the one that's close to you to be to be bigger. So you can create the illusion of something being far away, closer, by moving these around in your landscape. Okay, so there we go. We have a nice scene. Okay, I would add more to that. I would use the curved water. Okay, but you have the start of taking something that is a computer graphics lesson and turning it into a graphic design lesson by making a flyer or a poster or something of that nature that will actually be read by the public. So that's how you write on an arc. And I'll show you one last thing that's kind of cool. You don't like this. Okay, let's get rid of everything. I know a lot of you are learning how to use the pen tool. And that's another tool that if you want to give your lettering some style, So here I have more of a curve. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of my border and my fill. And you can take this text tool and come right down here. Okay, and you're going to see I'm going to go as big as I can. Okay, you can see if I were to go up, go to 72, that this will follow the whole curve. Okay, and you can now take this, you can move it any way you want on that text. Okay, I'm sorry, on that curve to get the effect that you want with your lettering. So there's a couple of cool tips on how to write on a path using a regular shape, or in how to write on a path using the pen or path tool. Good luck with this. Practice it. It takes some time to learn these skills. If you're having a little bit of trouble, make sure you zoom in. If it won't let you go to the sub-select tool, remember that your memory is probably overloaded and you need to save your drawing. Okay? And from there, you should be able to advance your skills with this lesson. You can see I still have the overlay to draw on, and good luck with this lesson.